So, welcome everybody. I know it's very early for some of you because late nights. Tonight's the last part of the semi-finals. We are so thankful that Professor Sudbin, Yevgeny, is here, give us his wisdom, and I don't want to take any time out of the music, so give him a warm welcome and thank you for coming today.
really like many things that you do. It's a very beautiful playing, very sensitive, and very sensitive to harmony. There are just a few things which might make it improve it. I think generally it felt sometimes a little bit in sections, so it's great to have sort of one section flowing into another without feeling maybe that it's a start of something new, because the whole piece is like a long, big arch that continues from the first note till the last. And sometimes when the texture changes, or when you have just different, different section, then it feels like a new start. The other thing I want to say is, of course, every acoustic is different, but you have to be careful with the pedal. There were some times maybe it was slightly too much, which kind of, it's not quite the right Schubert sort of. You can do more with voicing, I think. That will help you than having to take less pedal overall. And I think voicing is something I want to talk about because it's one of the most important things that gives, that actually distinguishes maybe, you know, good playing from great playing, and how each note kind of connects to the other. But we can look at it in more detail in a minute. When you play the beginning, even just, can you do just the beginning? Be careful, sort of, you don't play from above. It's you get a better sound if you play from the back, instead of like this. So just make sure it comes from the back. And I know it's an awkward start, but I think you have to be careful with the, you know, it's like an orchestral kind of sound. You have to be comfortable with the, with the silence after it as well. You can also wait a little longer, but try it again. Yeah, don't be afraid. It's kind of, you are not, shouldn't be kind of, not hitting, but I don't know what's the word, sort of, the sound just kind of arises from the piano. And you kind of have to almost see it in the air appear. And try to play more from the back. Find your gravity with your feet, so it's not sort of more like. Yeah, it's better. Yeah, and kind of let it ring. Yeah, it's better. It's a fuller sound. It's a fuller sound that way, I feel. Yeah, just play the beginning. Sorry. Keep your hands on the octave because you play. You're already preparing. Make sure you keep your hands until the sound actually disappears. And together with the pedal, then you take off. Stay. Yeah, sorry, and just not to be too picky, but don't go back, like after you play it. Like, actually go with the sound instead of, you know, like going away. Yes. Yeah, take a breath before you play. This is quite difficult because your fingers, they have to be quite speaking. Not too soft, not too much pedal, but like electricity in your fingers. Also, the crotchets, sometimes they're a little bit, you have to feel maybe how they, just progress. Try again. Yeah, careful. There's no crescendo. It's actually very difficult in some music. Be very expressive without making too many expressions, you know, if that makes sense. Sometimes you have to let the music be expressive on its own. And be comfortable with this kind of inner tension. It's barely any crescendo. If you start making too many expressions, it kind of takes away something from the special, from this music being special. it's quite quite simple in a way, but simple is difficult. Yeah. Try to start. It starts without actually a start. I mean, you do breathe, but. Yeah, you have to always find a kind of slight point of tension within each within a phrase, and I think here. The slight tension here. Yeah, just be careful also with the pedal. Yes. Yeah, so one not so much. Yeah, it's better. Also, don't maybe have your wrist too high. It's you kind of need to feel the depth of the key when you play this. Quite still. Try one last time. Remember life in the fingertips. Better. Yeah. Be careful with the pedal in the second part of the phrase. It's quite actually it should be quite similar because this also the voicing. Instead of not full chord, maybe a little bit less middle voices. Instead of, just be careful with all these middle voices. Yeah, so I wouldn't worry too much. The second part of the phrase also not too much pedal because suddenly it sounds too musical. The whole 4 bars should be kind of similar, I think. I know he doesn't write staccato afterwards, but it just feels like suddenly it becomes romantic. And also the left hand. Yeah, instead of it's a voicing. Just be careful with your voicing. I think if you can generally voice better, just when you practice, that your top voice really sinks into the key. Just for practice, so you can really feel the separation between the voices. How you play the end of the phrases is also very important. So you need slight tension before. Because then the whole phrase, the end of the phrase gives kind of the meaning to the whole of the phrase, if you know what I mean. So how you shape the ending is very important without slowing down or anything like that. But it's quite liveless kind of statement in a way, but very well voiced, if that makes sense. Sometimes you phrase, like for example, there's a little bit too much expressiveness. Try the next one. Yeah, I worry a little bit your wrist is a little bit locked. Make sure it's always, when you free your wrist, the sound becomes more speaking and more free. Just be careful you are not kind of locked because you're worried maybe about the dynamic. It's always free, even in the chords. Sort of you always have this. Just check it sometimes. It's good to have flexibility because actually when you play the piano you shouldn't use fingers, you should use the weight of your hand. But at the same time you have really like electricity in your fingers. So it's kind of an interesting combination because we think about the piano maybe like playing, pressing keys, but actually it's all about to do with the weight. And sometimes when you play bigger chords it's the weight of the body, but it's really the weight of your hand while also maintaining free wrist and electricity here. Try this again. Yes, better. Be careful, it's not it's kind of very like this, not like this, so it kind of opens up slowly. It's very important, the connection between the notes, because again, the piano is, supposed to, well, it's a percussive instrument, but we need to compensate for that, and that means I don't mean stretching in time, but the tension between each note is very, very important in terms of how you connect the phrase. So that means you have to like almost feel how the vibration of the string and go with it. If you become too expressive too soon, it loses its special character. You have to be confident to let the string ring and confident what's coming next. That's how you get an idea of what happens between each note. It finishes with a question. Yeah, just be confident what happens between each note. Well, just don't be expressive too soon. As soon as just be confident the phrase can open up, itself. Yeah, don't start with an accent. But that needs to be more. Yeah, be careful. There are some passing notes, and there are some kind of main notes. So you have. That's more of a main note. But these are all minimal things, not doing anything extra in Schubert. This is why it's so super hard. Minute difference can make all the difference. And also, yeah, with pedal here, you have to help in a way to shape. Let's try it again. When you start again, don't start from the top, almost like Yeah, don't slow down, just yo, do, di, yo, do, di. Yo, do. Yo, do, di, mi, yo, do, do. Yeah, it still has to be very expressive. Yeah, don't maybe go too detached and too far away from the keys. It has to be quite focused. Quite close, otherwise you don't get the right sound. Not too much pedal. A little more grip maybe in the top. It has to be a slightly more spiky sound. You also want to be careful that the whole thing doesn't become too dim, because all this first page, you're having all these statements, and they have to be very meaningful. If you, they have to have more definition. Just try to focus more on the top, without accent. Yeah, so you do two, where is it? So, be careful, it's more like a one, instead of one, and then second. So more of a connection there. Do it again. Yeah, and don't slow down. Sorry. And remember not too much pedal in the second part. So it's kind of similar in character. Otherwise, it's a little bit, the first part is quite well articulated. The second part suddenly becomes a little bit kind of washed out. So it has to have this strictness to it. Yeah, no, but it's getting better. Just remember to reach the depths of the key, even if you play very detached. Because if you do kind of, it doesn't quite reach the. Yeah, but it is already, it's a big difference. Continue, if you can. Yeah. Maybe more expressive. It's actually the first time he writes any kind of indication, for expression. So that's, you have to do it bigger. Yeah, be careful. Sorry. This yam papam has always got to be. It's better almost if you play it shorter, as in rather than longer. Be careful. Just a little more here. Are you playing it on the first beat? I would do it on like this instead of, because that's your instead of this. Don't, yeah. Yes, more left hand here. it's maybe, so when it gets louder, then when I feel it sounds a little bit almost romantic, so it's still, instead of, it's should be quite strict orchestral kind of sound. Don't sound an accent. Whenever you start, you kind of give it an impetus to continue instead of sitting down and then going, you know, so kind of like that. Yeah, don't play the chords from the top as well, so you don't do. It's more from the bottom of the piano. Instead of close to the keys, and always take it from the bottom. So not so much, like, yeah, just take the sound out. The down sound is an accent. Yeah, careful. Okay. It's don't end on an accent. Yeah, more bass here. Sometimes volume is not how loud you play, but how well you voice. So. Kind of give the sound more room if you voice it well. I mean, it doesn't have to be too dramatic. It's just that sound I'm looking for. So not you know, the difference. Just yeah, it's all about the voicing really, and just not too much pedal in the louder places, so you get yeah, it doesn't sound maybe too romantic. And yeah, just whenever you start, be careful it doesn't start. It's sort of even already, as in it's the same thing even in the beginning. It's as if the melody already exists without you having to start playing it. So that's why I want you to actually start with a lower wrist, so you don't actually start. And always free, because sometimes I feel your wrist is high and you play from the top instead of playing from out of the piano. It will really make a difference to your sound, and in general with how you phrase. Yeah, and then just not to have and the same when it's loud. So the left hand rises and the right hand goes down. So you have to be careful, it's not. Not. Just be careful of the voicing. And here you end, you know, with a statement. Because in Schubert, it's the harmonies can change so suddenly and so quickly, you know, that it's, you know, it's like it has to be a really quick turnaround in how you also do the voicing articulation. Yeah, here also be careful. Yeah, just try the next phrase. It really comes out of nowhere. Be careful, don't rush. It's in a way more stretchy. Yes, better. Yeah. Do the loud one again. The forte. From the back. Play from the back. Not far away. Stay. Change. Yeah, just be a little bit more sensitive here to the harmony change. You sometimes need a lot of layers in Schubert for the voicing. I mean, that's what makes it special. A lot of layers and a lot of space between each level. It's literally just how you, it's literally just the voicing. Sometimes how you place the hand. Just I notice you play. I mean, you just have to maybe adapt slightly how you place your hand. Just if you want to voice, sometimes it helps even to just turn your wrist a little bit more to the right, and then you have more weight on the upper voice. Instead of you kind of turn it a little bit. Here also. Yeah. Try again from here. Yeah. Very nice. No, I meant sorry, this one. That one. Yeah, don't start it a little bit. Don't play it too late, otherwise it sounds. The mordent shouldn't interrupt the flow of the melody. Yes. Yeah, careful here. All of these patterns, you often tend to make a crescendo here, which breaks up the phrase. So you have to just change the way you hear it, maybe. No, instead of so instead of then then you break up. Yes. Much longer phrases like that. More bass. Just space. And also from your back again. Again, it's all to do with how you distribute the weight to get the voicing right. So if you play, it's just the voicing. Yeah, when you start like that. Already place your fingers on the keys, and then just use the weight. It's not pressing the keys, but kind of what's the word? It kind of comes out of the keys instead of. just in general, it's never really, you shouldn't be playing from the top unless maybe you play, I don't know, Prokofiev or something, but that's, it's sort of, the sound arises from the piano instead of, yeah, on top of it. Yes. Yeah, just listen to the left hand. The left hand has to lead a little bit here. Just a little more. Shoulders down. Yeah, just, I mean, like you have to be super careful in the soft parts. Here it's a real kind of statement without, you know, being too fussy. Be careful with the brakes. You need to take the pedal off every time there is a break. I mean, a pause. I mean, is it in English? Yeah. When the right hand comes in, then you must make sure you take off the pedal. And there are actually I marked in the score, there are several places where you just need to take the pedal off. Otherwise, because the phrase has to breathe before it starts. Like, for example, here, before the beginning of the phrase, you need to take the pedal off. Just do this. A bit more. Sometimes be confident about the sound. You want big full sound. Again, that's to do with voicing. Like, yeah. Yes. Be careful, don't rush here. It's you rush a little bit. Also a little separation. And not, stretch it a bit. Yes, and don't hit it from the top. It's always like this. Like really from the keys. It's instead of, you get a different sound. Yeah, also stay. Don't move. Sometimes I feel like you are uncomfortable, like in the beginning. Just stay there with the sound. Like I said, the changes in Schubert are very quick, dynamically, and sometimes harmonically. And you kind of spoil it if you move too much. Yeah, just follow the reverb here. From here. Take the pedal off. Yeah. Off. Off. Yeah. Here a little bit more, I don't know, holy sound. I don't know how to do it. Maybe just a little more, not brightness, like just kind of different hue. Maybe also your da-da-dum is a little bit too stressful again. Start it a little bit earlier so you have more time to do it. Yeah, if you are comfortable with the voicing, you will also feel more confident about the sound. So just maybe work on the voicing and then it will fall into place. But I feel also partly a technical thing, just because I think you're used to playing from the top. It's always really just the weight of the hand, how you place it, rather than, what I said at the beginning, your fingers have to be super focused, all the energy, as in all the energy from all your body goes through here without any kind of interruptions, but it focuses always in the tip of the finger, and that's when the sound comes out. But it has to flow, so if you tense your wrist, or if you hold anything, or if you play from the top, it doesn't flow through, so you have to find the most efficient way for the sound to actually travel into the tip of your finger, and that's where all the focus is. Yeah, and that's the beginning of a new section. So this is what I mean, yum, bum, bum. Whenever a new section starts, it has to flow out of what has gone before. So instead of making a new kind of new break, because then I feel it's like not a new piece, but like it shouldn't be a new section. Just try from here again. Yeah, fingers a little bit more sort of flat, just in general. Try that. Yes. Yeah, a little shorter. Yum. Yeah, don't lift it too high. You don't need to lift very high. Yeah, go on. Pedal off. Yeah, here a little bit. Just a little more brightness. Yeah, try that. Yeah, be careful. So it kind of has to have a little bit of like uninterrupted thread. It just keeps going, especially without rushing, but at the same time it's always flowing. It's never like a little creek or river or something. Again, don't make too much. The sound kind of opens up by itself, but the F has to be more. Here, no accent. And not too much pedal. It's the finger is quite important. If you over pedal, it just loses its kind of special quality. Yeah, just the less pedal, the more you can do with your finger, the more expressive it will become. Try it again from here. Move your wrist. Pedal off. Yeah, different color here. Again, the colors change quite quickly. Yeah, sorry to stop, but again, it's a little bit different. It's brighter. Maybe more pain here. Yeah, try the second time. The left hand is much better. Just make sure you don't hold your wrist, that there's always flexibility in your wrist. Don't rush this. Again, feel this stretch. Left hand. do, di. Yeah, be careful it's not hit. I think it's the left hand that helps the right hand kind of move forward a little bit. If the left hand gets slightly maybe stuck or not flowing enough, then the right hand will struggle. So you, it's kind of, it always needs to have this momentum once it starts going from the top. But it is already much better. Also, your voicing is now much better. Yeah, try from here. Let's see. So yeah. Yeah, just make sure you take a breath always. So don't, make sure you actually take the pedal off just before you play that note. I mean, every time is important. The melody needs to take a little breath, like a singer, you know, before it starts to play. So, yeah, do it again. You need to take it off. Off. Yes. Maybe. It's both the tension and both the voicing. Just how the notes connect again. Yeah, there's actually a break. Like, it's really like a voice. It's very minimal, you know, nothing too romantic. In Schubert, everything is minimal, but that little bit of difference will make all the difference. Just yeah, pedal again here, right? Make sure you take it off so it's there's no that it's clear of pedal. Try again, yeah. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, take off pedal here. Off, yeah. Off. Yeah, be careful. No, again, it's not from the top. It's the same idea as before, basically, always. Sometimes these 8 notes have to help the melody come out as well. I don't mean they should crescendo too much, but whatever the left hand is doing, or whatever the melody is doing, those 8 notes need to kind of move with it sometimes. So that means if you're making, you know, crescendo, that those 8 notes also have to kind of follow and then, you know, fall back. But they're always, you know, 2 levels below the melody. But without the 8 notes, you need to kind of help it sing. Just do, I don't know, maybe from here again. Yeah, don't make a stop. Just pedal. Yeah, be careful. Yeah, just quickly. No, it's much better. Just more pain here. Yeah, so you need a big difference in terms of color and character between those 2 sections. There's a kind of some kind of bliss here. You need to find the bliss, but you can't have the bliss without the pain before. So you need sometimes those painful moments to really, get into it. Yeah, and then with the chordal section, just be careful you don't overpedal, because sometimes it's just a little bit too much. Sometimes you can do so much with the voicing without having to pedal a lot. Be careful with the breaks every time before the melody starts that you take the pedal off and make sure it takes a breath. Yeah, here articulation. Just rely more on your articulation than the pedal, because you can hide a lot in the pedal, but you lose a lot of other things that way. Yeah, no, but otherwise, I mean, that's the idea. I think once you figure out actually the first page is probably one of the hardest, then the rest kind of flows out of it. And yeah, that each section really kind of connects to each other, that one thing flows without interruption. I mean, that's actually the case with most of the impromptus, that one section arises from another without interruptions. But yeah, no, it's I think sounds much better. And sorry I can't hear the other ones, but maybe next time. just inject a little bit of flair and a little bit of dance into it. I mean, I know it's some things are really, really uncomfortable to play, really awkward. But just even the beginning already, it's a little bit, I don't know, it's also the boy who played before you. I mean, it's sort of, we need to be more involved with the instrument, I feel, physically. It's like, you know, it's our friend. It's, and I think people are either too scared of pieces, but it's sort of this distance. Sometimes, yes, we need it, but on the other hand, a lot of things are much easier if you just kind of involve your body with it. But I think, I know he writes mezzo forte, but it's the accents that make all the difference and maybe give it this, you know, this kind of spark. There should be more exaggerated, while the rest should be really soft. So instead of, if you emphasize everything, you end up emphasizing nothing, as in, you know what I mean. But like, just a little bit more work a little bit more with the accents and everything else a little bit less in general. Just try it. Yeah. Just a little more focus. Sorry. Just a little. It's a kind of irregularity. Maybe more in the middle of the bar. If you do the beginning of the bar, I think then you get slightly stodgy. So just. I think it's the middle of the bar that makes more sense to kind of really give it a little kind of prick. Yeah. Yeah, just be careful with the second accent. I mean, the third one. Not too much here. It's always the one in the middle that's more important. And close, have your hands closer to the keys so you don't kind of, if you go too far, you lose electricity, you lose the spark. Just yeah, and it's not just kind of loud. It's like you touch the plug and go like, you know, bzz. So like, but it's not kind of bzz. It's like, yeah, try it. Yeah, kind of quite, just very close to the keys. Just very minimal, but at the same time quite active. Yeah, don't be like too far, sort of. Just a little more kind of contact with the instrument. Yeah, and yeah. Sometimes also in general when you play the piece, just a little more, like, I don't know, freedom in your elbow, especially in the when you have all this romantic stuff. As soon as you open up your elbow, it just becomes, you have a lot more possibility. I mean, everywhere. I will show you later, but. Yes, just all this stuff. If you just unlock your elbow, it will be easier. But also here, just don't kind of. It shouldn't be too sort of maybe shy. It's quite naughty in a way. Yeah, maybe here not so loud. The last one not so loud. Yeah. You need to. It's a kind of 4-bar phrase in a way. So so it needs to have. So you kind of diminuendo in the 4th bar here, so that you have. It has to be quite subito. So here, make sure you don't play too loud in the last. Actually, sorry, it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, the 5th bar. Yeah. Yeah, less. Yeah, I would take just a little bit more pedal. So you have the contrast between the Yonder, yum, bum, 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 and the dryness. You need a lot more contrast in general just to take this piece, you know, to a different, to a different level. Just kind of quite dry, quite sort of close, pokey, not too loud, the accents. But then when you you need more accent, and dry again, and then you know pedal, and then dry again. Just kind of has to be more contrast. And not too slow. Yeah, bum 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 bum. Less. Yeah, hold it a bit longer. Yam there, yam bum bum bum. Take it. Yeah. No, you changed too soon. Just don't worry. Hold it. Hold it almost over the whole bar. No, and then take off on the last. Yeah, take off on the E flat. Yeah, yam bum bum bum. Yam bum. Yes. Have a bit more, just a little more, start softer and then, just take it on the E flat, just so you have more kind of a sweep. Yeah. And the accent, it's kind of the first beat, the first two beats should be, it's not just yam, it should be the right hand has to also kind of, it's, this harmony is kind of crazy. The whole thing kind of has to, yeah, again with the wrist. More to the A. Yeah, so you get, and with pedal. So you have a, yeah, so you have a clash. Not so much the bottom, but that's yeah. It kind of almost mixes together. Yeah, you know, okay. Yam there, yam bum bum. Yeah, so yam bum 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 bum. Yam bum 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 bum. Yeah, don't take pedal at the end of the bar. Yeah, but dry, yes. Da da ma ya da ya off. Da da. Yeah, when you do this a little bit more with purpose. Not so much, but stay close to the keys. Don't speed up. Yeah, still a little heavy. Maybe just keep your crescendo for later, instead of. Still a bit too soon, the right hand. You just stay soft. Don't worry, only these two. Yeah. Off. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, but much better. It kind of, you want to lose the heaviness because the piece is not down. It's always like, I don't know, it's always up, you know, on its toes somehow, or dancing, or being crazy, or doing this, or doing that, instead of kind of comfortably. I know there's a lot of uncomfortable stuff to do, but don't forget about the spirit. It's just always this way, not that way. Okay, great. Yeah, continue. Yeah, that bit is just a little bit more flair, you know, kind of. Bit of smoke or something. It's just a little more something different. Maybe yum there, yum bum bum bum. because it sounds yam der yam pam pam pam. So yam der yam pam. Maybe always to the middle of the bar. Also not too dry actually. Everybody actually plays this dry. Just maybe a bit more pedal on the first half of the bar and then come off completely. So it's dry. Sorry. Yeah, actually it's the trill. Not trill, but triplet. Yum there yum pum 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 like this. And yeah, when you start this, it starts a little bit. It's a yum. It's a yum pum pum. Not the yum. Let's try that. Now the yeah. Somewhere small crescendo in the middle. It's like a glissando almost.
You say a crescendo in the middle of
Yes, yes. Yeah, don't slow down. This always has a nerve. Yeah, don't take pedal too soon. This is all dry. Then you take then. Yeah, just finish it off. Kind of. This is just one thing, and then suddenly it takes off. Not so much. Yeah. It's towards the middle of it. Yes. And also not. It's not. You want to lose that kind of yam there yam pam pam pam. You know that. Yeah, it's good. You can take a bit of time. Like, don't rush into it. Just a little stretch will make all the difference. Yes. No, do it again. Yeah, don't stop here. So not so much yam. It's a kind of more of one kind of thing. Yeah, just stretch a little bit. Just a tiny bit.
doing too much?
That was a little bit too much. It has to be natural. Yeah, and no accent on the second bar, so it's a never kind of sit down. He writes actually a dot, so yum there yum bum bum. Yeah, and then when you have this, just go with the not. You need it needs to be life in those things. They have to be below the melody, but at the same time, kind of helping. It has to kind of give it back. Yeah, not so much with fingers, but like, it's not very comfortable. It's, don't press them, just like, do. Yeah. Use more wrist. It's this one. Yeah, like instead of, not fingering. It's, yeah. Yes, really no bones in your hand. Yeah, not too much pedal either. It's a touch of soft pedal and a touch of right pedal. You kind of, I don't know, I never use the pedals all the way. They're always like a little bit, because there's always a compromise. You use the left pedal, soft pedal, it's a compromise too much. You lose all the color. You use too much right pedal, you lose something else. Articulation. So always just a touch. And then you have to take off as soon as you go up. Yeah. Yes. But a bit more at first. Yeah, and then, yes. Yes, nice. And the D then has to be clear. Yeah. So, even softer, yeah. Yeah, keep going. Yeah. Yeah, you still, yeah. It's bum bum. Maybe the way you place each time. It's again, it's not down. It's always up. Bum. It's also the way you kind of place the hand, not. Yeah. Kind of has to give a little bit of, impetus. Yeah. Just a touch. Yeah, see, you play like this, maybe yummy, you like yummy, yummy. Yeah. Yeah, that.
That's
Yeah, more bass. It's so it's sorry. No, what is it? Maybe more bass here. It's kind of more distant, and then this kind of comes from. I think that is important. So, yeah, well, just. Yes, and keep the pedal a bit longer. Just take off maybe here something. Just it's not. You just hold it just the right amount of time before it becomes unacceptable. Yeah. Yeah. So while you avoid the accent in the right hand, the left hand has to actually be. You have to hear it. The fifth interval. That's your kind of, yeah, that gives the impetus. Yeah, again, don't be too soft here. That's something that gives you the dance. Not loud, but kind of. Because the right hand does its own thing. It's kind of dancing and flirting, and but the left hand keeps it kind of in check a little bit. They have to be really independent. Yeah, if you can get that flair, that would be great. Because I think the beginning resembles kind of the left hand throughout, when you have this character. This character, that kind of that element has to be throughout, and then you have this out of this, yeah, this. And the left hand, yeah. Anyway, it's fine. Well, I think you understand. Huh?
I'll work on it.
Yeah. Just continue. Yeah, somehow still too heavy. It's how you play the accents. They're kind of down. They should be like this, sorry, like more kind of up. So you need to build up a little bit again. It's a 5-bar phrase, so to make sure you then so when you get there, it's not just kind of flat. was kind of a little bit boring. So you need to maybe build up to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth bar, no, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so to the fifth or seventh bar, and then so you build down. It's a kind of there's still a shape even though it's a dance element. Not too slow. Yeah, maybe it's the fifth bar, like. It has to be.
This one.
Yeah, this one, but then less here and then more here again.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It's sorry, and in general, maybe it's this one. It's actually, in a way, it's more interesting than having always an accent on the first beat. I know he writes it. It's like this gives more excitement. Yeah, so just to feel it rising a little bit and then going. You know, because if you play, then it kind of becomes again like this. It's just a tiny bit, yum bum bum yum bum 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 bum. You know, it's, I don't know. I have it like this in my head. Maybe I'm wrong, but you want to avoid kind of again this sort of down thing. Yes. Let's. Yeah, it's a little bit more crazy. It's hard. It's also in more. It sounds. Just can you do more crescendo? Yeah. More to the middle of the bar. Yeah. And also. Just over the left hand as well. Just bum bum, more, come on. Yeah, more pedal here, so you have. It's really hard to make any dynamic here without helping with the pedal, swelling with the pedal. So. You have to swell with the pedal. Yeah, and not so much here. It's sorry. Yeah. Again, this first beat shouldn't be down. It's kind of up. So, yum pam pam. Play from this. It kind of yum bum bum. I know it's not very comfortable, but yum bum bum. Don't rush it. Take some time. Yum bum bum yum bum. That's up and down. More left hand. Yeah, but not with pedal. Just pedal in the middle. So two pedal, one on the first beat and one on the second beat. You need definitely pedal here, otherwise it's you need this clash, otherwise it doesn't work. Yeah, and again, just not so much. It's just it's yep. It's not ta 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 ta. Yeah, all these things, they are, I don't know if you played it on a guitar or something like that. All this, it's all of them also. They're not really in separate notes. If they are too articulated, they have to be more kind of beguiling. I don't know what's the word. Seductive. Seductive. That's it. Just everywhere. Whenever the triplets are very seductive in general. But yeah, it's how you pedal as well. This is a place where I think everybody ends up on the wrong chord. Because the thumb has to jump. Yeah, so you need pedal. Pedal always on the triplets so they don't sound and also here. Make sure they're not dry. I mean, the G flat has to be dry, but not too loud. You have to be, actually, when you take pedal, then you have to be really careful because everything will be exaggerated. Yeah, I don't know. So I think I take pedal on the first note. So on the first. Yeah, but not too much. It doesn't write crescendo. It will happen by itself because you take pedal. Yeah. Also, listen to that. Yeah, be careful not. It's what is it? This one that has to be really soft. A little bit more intimate. Less. Yeah, even closer. Yeah. Yeah, just shake it a bit. Maybe it's top heavy or something. Yeah, no, you bet you. Much closer, everything smaller. A little more bass. No. Don't rush it. And yeah, touch of pedal on the last one. Dry. Yeah. Move your, move. Your hand is a little bit tilted too much to the right. It's only if you want to do top voice, then you do it. Maybe move, yeah. Then you have more voicing here. Wherever you want to voice, that's where you move your wrist. Yeah, close to the kiss. Pam, pam. It's kind of suddenly. It has to be kind of sudden. Not so much. I don't know what's the notes. It's not so percussive. It's more. And then then it's much bigger. I think this is easier because the thumb ends up on the white note, right? No, that can be louder. But you have to avoid. It's yes. But then the bass dry, and then you need to be dry. And so don't pedal here again. Isn't pedal here again? Sorry. So you get more clarity. Kind of new. Yeah. Try. Don't start with an accent. Just more crescendo. Yeah. Maybe you can. So pedal after the second beat. Yeah, maybe first beat, then second beat. And then again, make sure just the crescendos. Yeah, but the way it sounds, you're playing it from the top. It sounds too. Not too percussive. It's joyful. The sound should be full, not too kind of. It's yeah, not yeah. So not too much. I'm there. Always to the second beat. Yeah, with the pedaling you just have to you just have to pedal there so it doesn't sound because it too it's like the one before. Doesn't matter. Don't worry. Continue. Just also this from the not that well, yeah yum bam. Pop 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 pop. Yeah, same thing. Just minimal pedal. It's yeah, pop, 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 pop. Yes. Yes, really good. Yeah, be careful. So it's always a bit of direction. So if as soon as you do. Just the first one soft. Yeah, not so much crucial. It's a little bit. This. Pa pa pa. Yeah, just as close as you can to the. And the softer you play, the quicker they will be, the easier it will be. Just as soft as possible and as close to the keys as you can. It's not. It's, I mean, a bit like Scarborough. It's hard because just as close as you can. They're kind of also the same volume. If I know it's super hard. Do it again. I don't know. Does it help if you go there? It's the ending that sounds suddenly. There's I don't know if it's possible to really play very soft at the end of the bar. Almost like you're phrasing. I don't know. Maybe also left hand. This. have to get the hand in a position that it's comfortable to play as close to the key as possible and as soft as possible. Yeah, don't, what finger are you doing?
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1, yeah. Then the hand shouldn't be kind of jumping too much. I don't know, it's too much. It's actually. Yeah, so if you maybe do the, like, pretend you're doing a wrist movement or something. More like this of a movement, rather than, because it sounds like you're doing this even though you're playing with 3 fingers. If you kind of go up a little bit. Yeah, so maybe not so much, don't have your wrist so high, like not, then it starts jump. Yeah, just, yeah. It's super hard. Just it's the ending of the bar. It needs to be as soft as possible, so you don't have suddenly like a crescendo. Maybe as a pedal also, make sure you kind of let go a little bit. So maybe yeah, and don't make any crescendo. It's just. This, what is it? It's positions. Like not too much fingers. Just a slight move, like not so fingery. Just concentrate on the A, and the rest is a glissando. Yeah, not even a crescendo. You just literally think about the A, and it will come. Not. If you make crescendo, it will be too much of that. Just it's kind of wrist, and yeah, and yeah. Don't lift your fingers too much. Yeah. Yeah. Just. Yeah, just as less fingers as possible. Especially when you cross over here. It's 2 positions. One is here. You just change between positions. You don't actually think of it as a scale. You just think of it as 2 chords. Then it's not so difficult psychologically. With that. It's the weight of the hand. You just do a little bit here, and then in the same kind of. Yeah, but the physics is in the way. I mean, it depends on the piano. I think if you let go of the pedal at the end. Keep the soft pedal, but let go of the soft pedal, then it will maybe, because what happens is if you play repeated notes with pedal on, the piano just go like, you know. So if you take off the soft pedal, it should come. I haven't actually played the piece, so I don't know the tricks, but I know how it should sound like, and I'm just trying to find a way. Yeah, just do that. Yeah, don't start just from the bottom. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I just need to hear the A. this. Something like that. So you also get nice contrast between the and the. Otherwise, if everything is too, then it's not the same hue. I don't know. I saw somebody play when there's a lot of repeated notes. Somebody did yeah, but I don't know. I don't know if that's easier. I mean, obviously, you can only do it when there's no left hand. But by the way, how do you do the double glissando? Is it? Do you do thumb or because he writes two, and I never understood how you can write with 2 fingers.
Yeah, I think it's impossible to do the fingering that he writes.
Okay.
It doesn't work. So I sort of switched them.
You do 4-1?
4-1 and then down 1-5.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think his piano probably was a lot lighter, and then it was possible to. Like this, you will break break the finger. That's true. No, I'm just curious because it never made sense to me, the fingering. All right. Oh, sorry. If 5 minutes. Okay, yeah, got it. Yeah, no, let's go to the next section then. Where is it? Yeah, that's the idea anyway. Just the left hand. Yeah. Yeah, let's do maybe. Do from here. Yeah. When you do this. So from your back, really. Yeah, exactly. It's just I don't know. You don't. Not the same sound. Like this. Yeah. Feel the spring. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, okay. Yeah, continue. Yeah, this. It's a song, again, more seductive. Change the pedal after the F. Afterwards. Yeah, no, don't make. Yeah. And then change later, yeah. Yeah, this needs to kind of, yeah. Again, when you hold the pedal, it's also not romantic either. Like a recitativo in a way. It's when you play repeated notes, you hold the pedal. Just be careful; it becomes. Focus on the. Yeah, don't press it. Like maybe play with 2. I don't know. Whatever. Just don't lift the fingers. Yeah, with the wrist. Yes. Always unlock your wrist. This can be faster. But not. Yeah. Careful. Hold it longer. I would stay on the C sharp longer. Sorry, this is what. Yeah, this the voicing. So the B belongs already to in time, but you can stay longer on the C sharp. Stay longer. Be careful with the bass so it doesn't sound. Just always. It's. sorry. So, yes, the voicing is very important. Yeah, yeah. Just feel the music starts. It's not, and then. Yeah, don't be kind of too busy as well. It's quite still. It's this kind of scooping movement. Yeah, I think it helps if you phrase it to the third bar and then kind of diminuend. And at the end of the phrase, you release the pedal a little bit. Otherwise, it will just, everything will swell up. It's really hard. Just that the end of the phrase is really kind of diminuendo, but that as in there's a shape, and it's easier. Yeah, just blend the pedal. Don't, as in, you have to connect them with the pedal and also hang it over. Doesn't matter if it's, you know, a bit dirty with the pedal. Different color. And you can almost hang over the pedal, maybe, I don't know. Just you need to blend things more. So it's not this section, that section, that section. It's kind of all magic, you know, in all kind of, the colors are all kind of blended in together. Just do from here. Yeah, be careful with the this has to be really soft always. Yeah, again use the D on the C sharp. This is kind of, I don't know, almost in tempo. And hang over the pedal. It's okay, I think. Yeah, it's the E that maybe it's it will drag you down. Maybe think of the thumb like just this movement. Sorry. Yeah, no, there's a lot of more things. Just more, one quick thing. It's more hysterical here. There's more hysterical, more pedal, just in general, because it needs the character. The piece needs to have more, just a little more dimensions to it. You know, it's sort of that just these two elements of this kind of beautiful melody, which is sometimes screaming and has character, and then is it already okay? But then all this yam there yam bam bam there yam bam bam. Maybe can you just do that? Just also the left, just more to the middle of the bar. More crescendo, like start softer, not. Wait. It's always the middle of the bar. Yeah. The yam. Yes. Move your wrist as well. Yes. Yam. Less. Yeah. And as you go down, you break them slower. then they break a little bit slower and slower and become kind of more. But every time they're at the top, they just have to be more down there, more to the middle one. Same here as well. But then the other elements are all the same, just this dancing element which always goes to the middle of the bar. And just keep your hands closer always. As soon as they go too high, it just becomes a little bit too, no, I think yeah. Then it should then fall into place. And just also not be afraid. Just be friends with it. I know it's awkward. I know it's very awkward, but sort of if you too far away, it's just not not quite the same and just be in the body. And how you mix the pedal, how you mix the colors is very important. Sometimes if things hang over, it's not that bad, like in this place.
The vegetative section?
Yeah. Just it always has to, do this. Not so much kind of, like that. Then you get the feeling. Yeah, okay. Thank you.
That was incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Thank you. We have break. Okay. Yeah, that's great.
5-minute break. A quick reminder for everybody there. Please do not use your phone when during the competition. We have reports that some people are using it. It is extremely important because the Climate Foundation, the climate people allow us to use it, to have access to the competition. They have to refuse it back in 4 years' time if you continue to do this. You can use your wonderful iPads here to get the wisdom of the guest
Which do you prefer?
This one.
Yeah. Yeah, it has a nice color. That one is actually really hard to play soft. Yeah. thank you very much. A lot of very interesting things. You know, it's obviously very accomplished technically and everything. Just quick thing. I think it has to be a little bit more scherzo-like. So it's really, I mean, it's impressive when you play it, but there are some things where, like, too much might be, as in, like, a little bit of something goes, like, a long way. So all those little scherzando things, maybe we can make a little bit lighter. It's almost a little bit too rich, too saturated sometimes, especially when you have sometimes the left hand. It's so kind of, like when you play, sometimes it's like suddenly like right there. I think it's, maybe we have to take some things back. I mean, you have wonderful fingers and on the right hand, but maybe a little bit more lightness sometimes, and especially when you do the sometimes you kind of do unusual things which I'm open-minded about, but just in the spirit of scherzo, maybe just take it a little bit back while still having the articulation and you know, all those wonderful things that you do. But when you play tam tam yam pam 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 pam, I'm not sure I would do it every time. Maybe sometimes you can do it pam yam pam 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 pam. Sometimes it's just nice to have you know, it's kind of scherzando feeling. And sometimes it's just simply too rich. When you want to be expressive, you are kind of really, because you can sometimes actually give a little bit more space to the music. Because the other sort of two students, I felt maybe they were not involved enough. You are sort of almost, maybe need a little bit more air in the playing. For example, when you play this, sometimes it's the voicing, maybe less left hand, so you have a little bit more kind of, I don't know, air in the sound or something. Sorry. Yes. It's just sometimes the voicing. Yeah, if you do less, actually, it might mean more. Maybe just let's just start from the beginning. Very nice. This piano is actually a little brighter. Yes, much better. Yeah. Again. Yum pa bum bum, yum pa bum bum. Yeah, a little more surprise on this. Because then, yeah, then you kind of have to give back. Do from here. Yeah, just closer to the keys. Yeah, just start softer. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, when you. Yeah, I like that. So not. But sometimes you can do that, but maybe not every time. Maybe just softer left hand, so you have more air in the sound. Yeah. Just come down a bit more. Just kind of have a. Yeah, just with reverberation. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. And also lose the pedal a bit towards the end. Yeah, a bit more legato in the fingers. Slightly warmer. Just a bit warmer sound. So, just towards the middle of the bar. Yeah, a bit more bass. I mean, sometimes you need to be a bit spiky, but it just, the kind of spikiness then suddenly becomes too erupted. So it's kind of almost held back, as if you don't want to give us everything. Because it's easy for this piece to become, kind of virtuoso, and with Chopin, it's always more complicated than that. Because on the one hand, I want to feel that you are a virtuoso pianist, which you are, but at the same time, you shouldn't be playing like one, if you know what I mean. You kind of, some things is better to hold back and maybe be a little bit more intricate with other details. So that I always want to be sort of interested, because if you then do too much, too rich, and then it just becomes, you straight away don't want to, like, I don't know, I mean, the ears might switch off, but so but I mean, you have got the facility, it's just like a little tweaking. Say yeah, I can't play that. Yeah, so kind of start da pa 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 pam, not pam pa 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 pa. Yeah, just a little more. More top. Yeah, it has to be still defined. Very nice. Yeah, just when you open the sound, don't kind of crescendo deliberately. Let it. You have to have understanding how the sound opens up. Like without playing expressive, as in it will be expressive on its own. Yeah, you don't need to do too much. It's like literally just. And then reduce the pedal towards the end of the phrase. So you kind of go with the reverberation of the sound. Like if the sound opens up, and then you take the pedal off more, or reduce the pedal, and then the sound will also gradually come down. You just have to feel how the reverb. It was the same with the Schubert impromptu. Just sometimes when you use pedal, just kind of the phrase can open up on its own if you voice it well, and then close down without having to actually make a conscious crescendo. It's hard to do in this piano. Maybe, yeah, so when you do the left hand, there's not too much crescendo either. And with the right hand, just a little sparkle at the top without it being too, too fantastic, too virtuoso. It's just a little bit. Yeah, a bit more pedal when you get to the top, so you have more color. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it helps if you don't have pedal there, because there's no, no, dampers. You need just a little bit of ring there. Yeah, but not really accent. No. Yeah. Yeah, just without accent. It's like, without. I mean, the left hand, yes, has some that. Yeah. Very good. Yeah. So a little bit of pedal here, and then a lot less pedal. Yeah, just a little clear. Whenever you have this kind of thing, just a little clearer right hand. Not too much. Then it sounds too blurry. Yeah. Like a lone voice. Yes. So calm down a bit more. Yeah. Maybe the second one more. It's on. So the second one, this one. Yes, not too much. Yeah. Yeah, very nice. It's not. It's the sound. Maybe more air if you have less. Again, less bottom. Difference. You need a little bit more levels. It's kind of under it. It moves with it, but a lot under it.
So you want me to bring out the voice, but more bass?
Yeah, just to voice it. Yeah, less bass. But then when the left hand does go up, then it has to come up a bit, but always maybe at that, like at that distance. So. But then it's more here. Is it the left hand? Yeah, very nice. Just be careful. Yeah, I mean, you don't do that. I mean, that's maybe practicing. Just here it becomes independent. Yes. A bit more. No, not too much delay. Yeah, it's good. Just not. So it's yeah, just more to the D. Yeah, good. Get the bass note as well on the pedal. Yeah. Yeah, your right hand is very good. Maybe not. I mean, it's good. It's just it can be even more special. Just when you go down, maybe just a little bit more. So when you go up, maybe a little bit more, and then just go down a little bit more. It's just can come out a little bit more and then come back a bit more. Because I don't feel when you go down, it doesn't kind of disappear enough. But the left hand quite expressive without screaming through it, because that's what I felt a little bit in the beginning, that the left hand was just a little bit yeah, sometimes shouting. Just do again this passage. Yes. Yeah. Take always a little bit more pedal when it's in the top. Then you don't get. Yes. Much
Do you
better.
want me to do the diminuendo?
Yeah.
Because I want all of here the same color.
Mm-hmm.
Started very low.
No, just you can have this color. What is it? Where does it go? I think if you you have to compensate when you play the top because the top doesn't have the dampers, right? So it sounds if you don't have any pedal, you have actually less color because it's not enough ringing. It's minimal. Yes. Yeah. You're just a touch of pedal, and then you have actually a nice hue. I mean, you don't need to especially crescendo. It's just. Sorry, I have to practice that. But if you don't take any pedal, I think you miss some color. Yeah, no, it's good. Just start. So I mean, don't play the left hand also too soft. It's kind of it's in its own world, while the right hand does something kind of quite intricate. The left hand has to be heard. Again, it's on different levels. The more separation you have. So usually it means not to play the left hand louder, but maybe probably means to play the right hand softer. So you don't have the kind of screaming left hand and brilliant right hand. But I mean, it is really millimeter, but that can make, a millimeter can sometimes make all the difference. Just do. Sorry. It's good. Don't prepare that. Don't prepare just the. Yeah. Sorry. It's good. Just when you get towards the bottom, don't play to pedal. It will sound over pedaled. It's just always use it. I mean, when he rides, then you take off pedal. Otherwise, it's too over pedal. Yeah. It's not prepared again. Sometimes it has to just. Yes. Yeah, careful. Again, it's don't want it down. It's yeah. Yes. Yeah, just here. You have this thing in your playing which I like, yeah, that feeling between the notes. I was talking about in Schubert. Just maybe how sometimes, yeah, the endings work. Sometimes, yeah, how it finishes with the reverb, and yeah, sometimes not quite there, but the intention I can sense it. you know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, it's just like inside that feeling, just to have the connection between the notes a little bit more. Yeah, try this again. pa, ya, pa, pam. Yeah, a bit more bass. Then you get a fuller sound. Un po' more legato. Be careful, it's not bombastic. It's just sometimes the voicing all you need to do to make it sound full. Still hold something back. Yeah, not too high. A little closer to the keys, not too jumpy. Yum pa bum bum. So different color. No, more. Yeah. This should be a little bit more. Yeah, so it goes to the F. Yes, very good. Yeah, also be careful. It's more menacing. Not so. Yeah. More to this chord. More bass. Yeah, no, that in terms of volume, just stay back. Just a little more weight on this chord. Just a little more weight on the tenuto. So the D flat is too loud. The second bar is a little too loud. But more here. Yes. Yeah, here I like that. Yeah, but I would, it's kind of this nice key. Maybe, no, maybe I would do this one without crescendo. Like before. So no crescendo to the what, but this is more. Yeah, why not? Yeah, but come off a little bit quicker. Yeah, the pedal. Yeah, don't prepare to not too musical. Sometimes straight is fine. Yes. Yeah, it's good. Sorry, the right hand, I think that dynamic is for the right hand. For the left hand, I think it needs to be a little bit more here. Yeah. No, not here so much. Sorry. But the left and the right hand are independent in terms of dynamic. Yeah. Yeah, try it together with both hands. right hand even more diminuendo when you can. Yes, it will. Yeah. Yeah. And it's fine. Just also not too. You can do the fingers closer to the keys, so it's not. Yeah. Just you have more delicate touch. Yeah. Sorry. Just remember T do dum. The first note always T do dum. It's just sometimes there's a bit of too much accent. It's a D do. It's a D do. Just where is that note? Yeah, that one and the next one. Yeah, that's right. Not too much accent. Yeah. So, yeah, just do from here. Yeah, it would be great. Maybe a little bit less pedal. Just a it's if it's slightly over pedal, then it kind of loses a little bit. Yes. And yeah, sorry, no pedal there. Make sure there is no pedal here. I think you hold it. Yeah. Yeah. With the left hand. Make sure you phrase to the third bar. Then the phrasing should be right. Just a bit more with the left hand. Yeah. Think of just the bass. Avoid the. Two voices. Yes, very good. Yeah, very good. Yeah, exactly. Off. Just a bit more accent. Sorry. That accent. Yeah. And if you go lower here, then definitely just less pedal. As in, you can take it, just less of it. Different sound. Maybe a little bit more left hand. I think the left hand starts more, but then the right hand becomes more later. So does it make sense? Because the left hand diminuendos and the right hand doesn't. But the left hand, yeah, it's independent. Yeah. Yeah, just yum. Don't overthink it. Yep. Yeah, don't go too high as well. Yum, bum, always Sometimes they are too tatam, like too articulated. maybe they are too accented or something. Taram pam, yaram pam, pam, taram pam pam. Yeah, yeah. For all the other ones, apart from the this one, I would just pa pa mi, just a little more the G and then even more the C sharp. Yeah. Careful, just simple. Yeah, okay. Careful, it's not. Sorry. Just dee-dum pa-pam. Yes. Maybe pa-pam, pa-pam. It's not. Yeah. Yeah, be careful. Reduce the pedal also when you go da. Not too much ta ta. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Just yeah. Which fingering? Sorry. 1, 2, 1. Ah, okay. Just the E. Because of the thumb, it might stick out. Yeah, pa-pa-pam. Less pedal. Yeah. Yes. Take off pedal a bit sooner to make it slightly more like out of breath. If you hold it, it's not the same effect. Like so, just take the pedal slightly off, slightly earlier, and then you have a bit more of a breathless effect. Yeah. Very good. Just also here as well. Da 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 dee pa pa pam. Even here, take off pedal a little bit earlier. Because you hold the octave as well. Da 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 da. Just take your hand off as well. Off. Yeah, there you can hold it because. Take off before you play the next chord. Just so pa pa pam pa pam, and then less. So this loud, I mean proclamatory, and then less, and then you need the space. Sorry. Make sure it's not too fast. And then come off quicker. Just a little quicker. Quicker? Yeah, come off quicker. here. Yeah. Be careful. The crotches are passing notes. So. Yeah, molligato. I mean, that's quite difficult. Actually, the way you played it the second time was beautiful. Sometimes the first time, here especially, you really have to feel the phrase kind of tension rising and how things are between the notes. And how you do the legato. It's already here. The pedal has to overlap between the like how how the pedal overlaps and makes the notes legato. Maybe wait longer on the A, but then this in tempo. I feel the G sharp almost belongs to the next phrase. Yeah, here, this one. Just stay soft. It's here that something is happening in terms of tension. But this, if you do this expressive, this bar, you kind of kill this, this kind of tension that's connecting. I'm exaggerating. You play very beautifully. It's just where the point of tension is, and that's in the fourth bar. Yeah, not too soft either, because yeah, it's the G sharp. Maybe the way you change pedal here makes it a new kind of stop. Maybe there's a way to do it without making such a clear change in pedal. Maybe pedal after the note or something when you get to the G sharp, so you kind of connect it. Yes, exactly. Yeah, do you practice like that? You should practice like that. It's very good. People also sometimes without pedal, just to feel the connection between. I mean, to feel physically the connection between the notes. It's good to practice without pedal, and even it sounds ugly, but because a lot of the things you have to be able to do with your fingers, the pedal is just there to, make everything easy in the concert. But also, if you practice slowly with pedal, then you know exactly where the overlap, where the clash kind of happens. But yeah, if you just pedal after the note, I think it might solve this break. Try again. Very nice. Yeah, maybe here is here more of a question mark. Kind of not, I mean, distant, yes. But this is still in the same key, but there maybe it goes to the G sharp, whereas the other one kind of floats away. Try again. Try it in tempo. I think you can do it. crescendo. It's actually a kind of like an anti-crescendo. In terms of tension, yeah. Yeah, but don't slow down either too much. Sorry, so it's yeah, I don't know how to do it. I don't know, that million ways to play it. I'm just, I mean, that's the problem with Chopin, it's never so obvious. But you need to be sensitive to the harmony change in any case. Yeah, it just has to be just right, the right amount. Just try. I don't know. Just different. This is more hopeless. This is more hopeful. Don't know if it's more. Probably there is some more. Yeah. It's not a question of more. It's just a different color. But just try again. This. Change harmony. Yeah, just. Sorry. Sorry to interrupt. Maybe no pedal, or very little pedal. Just do from here. Yeah. Yes, like that. Yeah. Very nice. You do the same without taking time. You can do that with. You can just do that with color articulation. Yes. Yeah. Very good. Just a bit more bass. Very important here in the left hand. No, but that's beautiful. You can. There's a lot of meaning when you don't change time. I know it's tempting, but it's enough. It's enough, I think, without time. I think you'll manage. Yeah, more here. That's the resolve. Yeah, even longer. Yeah. Yeah, less pedal at the end of the phrase. Yeah. Here, be careful. It's not less. Maybe the left hand, yes, but not the right hand. I mean, there's nothing really there. Yeah, no accent. Yes, very nice. Yeah, just try to find a little bit of kind of simplicity while being very expressive. Just if you are too, if you distort the time, it loses some meaning. It's very hard to do, actually. This kind of tension between the notes is something that is missing in a lot of piano playing in general. Because, like I say, because physically it's it's a strange concept because the sound is there when we play it, but you have to feel that, you know, what happens between each note. That's something that difficult to teach, difficult to learn. you either kind of have it or not, but I think you feel it. So yeah, and the time sometimes not. I mean, time is also kind of a strange concept. Yeah, it's just how the sound, kind of how the reverberation goes, and how the pedal works, and how all of it kind of works together. But if you have bumps, or if you stop somewhere too, then the phrase can easily lose its meaning. No, but it's very nice. It's just these few things, and then it's and then it's great. I mean, it was impressive the first time as well. It's just like little things. I mean, you don't have to do them all or any, but I hope it's I don't know. Is it time to stop? Hope it's helpful. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, I will.
So on behalf of us, thank you.
Thank you so much for coming. It's been a real pleasure. Thank you.